much are you going to make?
Just a bit, for us and our mates.
You geniuses. You heroes.
There's a resistance movement, the Chocolate and Freedom Party. It's getting bigger all the time, you know. Me and Smudger have been going to their meetings.
We're not alone, but we've only just started to organise ourselves, and we need everyone we can get.
Mr. Blades is expecting us.
We've got customers.
It's always down to me to come up with the ideas.
Well, hang on, it was my idea to have passwords and alibis.
I'm talking about the big ideas.
Oh.
We've lost our income, we've lost everything we've worked for. I just don't want to lose him as well.
Smudger! They've gone. I mean, they've taken them.
Who?
At Mrs. Puppy's. I went away, and when I came back, they were in the shop, the troopers.
Slow down, you're gabbling.
Smudger, Jason, the troopers have got him.
Hello, Jason. Or do you prefer Smudger? Put on weight since I saw you last. Wonder why? Oh, yes. Under Section 1B of the Prohibition of Chocolate Act, it is declared a criminal offense to either buy or sell or eat or store or manufacture chocolate in any form, milk, plain or dark. You've committed all 5. That's what we call a grand slam. I want the names of every person who visited Bubby's News this evening. Benjamin Shannon, Myrtle Jackson, Jason Moore, Michael Hunter. Actually, that bit's easy. I can do that. It's the next question I need a bit of help with. Tell me about the Chocolate and Freedom Party.
Never heard of them.
Strange. Sophisticated bootleg operation. Ingredients, equipment, recipes, couldn't have done that on your own. We'll try again. Tell me about the Chocolate and Freedom Party.
I never heard of them.
Who's their chief?
I told you.
Where do they meet?
I said
How many of them are there?
Did you see this happen? I wasn't there. I just left. And then I saw these detector vans go past and I got worried. So I went back. And when I did, it was too late.
Too late? Oh, it's very neat timing.
What?
Well, the troopers turn up and very conveniently, you're not there.
You don't think that I had...
Oh, I'm getting a very clear picture now, thank you. Someone's been hung out to dry.
Mr. Moore, I swear...
Get out of my house.
What?
Get out of my house now, please.
Tell me about the Chocolate and Freedom Party. Who's their chief? Where do they meet?
We're not moving.
Sorry.
We've had this shop for 20 years. If you think you can come in here with your portfolios and mobile phones and breath mints and bosses around, you've got another thing coming. Harry? Needed out in front here?
Your husband died 5 years ago, Mrs. Bubbly.
He won't be a moment. Did his back in yesterday, lifting a sack of artichokes. Harry!
Tell me about the Chocolate and Freedom Party.
Do you want the rind off?
What?
Your salami.
She's got a record. I've just found out she and her husband were arrested in '96. Public disorder. The shop was threatened with demolition.
So that's what she's going on about. She could be confused. She could be faking it. I'll go back to the boy. He was getting tired.
Let me inside. I want to see my son.
No visitors allowed.
But he's only a child.
No visitors.
His name is Jason Moore. I'm his father. Let me see him. You can't do this! If you so much as touch your hand on him...
Ron. Come on, sweetheart.
Who's the chief? Where do they meet? How many are there?
You like it, really? Chocolate. You miss it like we do. Miss it bad. You think about it all the time. You're thinking about it now, aren't you? But you can't show it. You daren't. So you hide it. Like a big lie. And it's burning you up inside, and one day you're gonna explode.
You're tired, Jason. What say we have a break? Who's the chief? Where do they meet? How many of them are there?
Mike? What's the matter?
Fair enough. Plan B. Happy days.
You wouldn't.
Oh, yes, we would. Of that be sure. You want to say something? Take some time. Think about it.
I knew it couldn't last. How good you've been. At home, at school. Never a moment's trouble. You had to blow at some point, didn't you? Talk about doing it with style.
We had to do it, Mum. It was our way of fighting back. Nobody else was. Where were you tonight? And last week, for that matter. Why are you dressed so smart? Monday nights usually tracksuit bottoms and that t-shirt from the aquarium.
Mike.
It's a fella, isn't it? I don't mind, you know. What's his name?
Martin.
Would I like him?
Yeah. I think you'd approve. We'll have to go away for a while. They'll come looking for you sooner or later. They'll ask Jason.
No, I'm not running. Smudger's mum and dad think I shopped him. And for all I know, that's what he thinks too.
Jason?
I've told you 1,000 times, I don't know.
Time to go.
Mrs. B! Mrs. B!
Dr. Hunter, please, now.
Won't be a sec.
Ron, I tried to phone you.
Jason's been sent away to the re-education centre. They phoned me an hour ago.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, oh my God.
Mike swears he had nothing to do with the raid. Please, if you need any help, I know a lawyer. I'll do anything.
It's too late now. Oh, and don't worry about them coming after your boy.
Jason doesn't grass.
Ron?
Poor Smudger, poor Mrs Bubbly, our brave friends.
I want to give myself up.
What?
I can't let them go to prison on their own.
A noble gesture, but you're 1,000 times more useful to them helping me out here.
There was this boy at our school, Dave Hooson. They took him away, and when he came out, it was like he'd been destroyed.
No. Listen, we're going to get our friends out, come hell or high water.
How?
I wonder... You know, someone must have tipped those troopers off.
Everyone who came to the party were mates.
Do you have any enemies? Anyone who might be out to get you?
And what better moment to give you the exciting news that the Young Pioneers Choir have been invited to perform their song at the National Young Pioneers Awards live on Channel 1 television on Friday the 27th of this month.
Are you happy now? Have you got what you want? What are you talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Smudger and Mrs Bubbly have gone down.
What? It wasn't me.
Why did you do it, Frankie? Were you jealous? Did you do it for the kicks? You've been snooping on us from day one, haven't you, Frankie? It was you who followed us to the glass market, wasn't it? You followed us to Mrs Bubbly.
Okay, I've been following you. The police said if I helped them, if I passed on information about stuff going on here at school, they'd let my brother out early. But I didn't tell them about Mrs Bobby's. I swear.
What happened?
Crow welched on the deal. Now he says Derek's going nowhere. I bought into the whole thing. The party, the pioneers, what they were trying to do. But after what happened to Derek, I saw them for what they were. I didn't tell the police about the party. Huntley, God's truth.
Then how can we find out who did?
There might be a way. Come with me.
Bring D-Day forward. I don't know if we're ready for it.
We haven't got any choice. It's only a matter of time before the troopers are onto us too.
Poor Smudger. Fred, do you think that they've cottoned onto his link with us?
If he'd said anything, they'd be here by now.
Fred's moving that we bring D-Day forward to the end of the month. Those in favour?
What are we looking for? Trying to remember everyone who went to Mrs. Bobby's. We'll see if there's anything in their files that might point to any snitches. You've got a key? Lockpick. The troopers gave me one while I was working for them. They'll be back from their break in 20 minutes. We haven't got long.
What's in these, Frankie?
Everything. Medical reports, parent profiles, who you hang out with, who you fall out with. Stuff even you don't know about yourself. Names, Huntley, quick.
Okay, Tiffany Parker, Jamal Addison.
You look Bush, Prime Minister.
Well, it's draining at times, Phil, doing what's best for the country. I mean, I'd love to be Santa. I'd love to dish out tax refunds, fix it so everyone wins the lottery. Anyone can do popularity. I'm paid to take the tough decisions.
You see the football?
I caught the second half. I had to open a muscular dystrophy center. And then young Ollie needed some help with his 7 times table. Okay, stop the filming.
Cut it.
Is that human enough for you? Okay, everyone, we've got business. I want to discuss phase 2.
If you'd like to take a break now, come back in half an hour.
Well, the chocolate ban has surpassed all our expectations.
Kevin Kiriakou.
Nope. Leroy Delaney, it says here he once shopped 5B for smoking in the planetarium.
Weird snooping on all your mates, isn't it? Hey, here's Myrtle. Gosh, they really do know everything. Myrtle Jackson, mother aromatherapist. I thought their house smelled funny. Father, Keith Jackson, 0 attendance at parent-teacher meetings due to ISCOM commitments.
ISCOM? Did you say ISCOM?
Yeah, sounds like some mobile phone company.
It can't be. What? I've heard of ISCOM. When I had my debriefs at Police HQ.
What is it?
Government Internal Security Committee.
You had me followed?
Electronically tagged, yes.
Why?
Mum found chocolate wrappers when she put your jeans in the wash. Then she saw you with the Hunter boy.
Oh, so you used me as bait?
Myrtle, that's not the
Well,
case.
I hope you're satisfied. Those are friends of mine, and they're behind bars now.
Friends? Myrtle, give us a break. You're so easily led. This would never have happened if you'd stayed with the pioneers and Frankie Crawley.
So why not just lock me in my room till I'm 21?
You know with my job there have to be sacrifices. We have to toe the line. All of us.
And that includes telling me who to be friends with?
Yes. No, I haven't got rid of it yet. I've only just got back. I've got it here. Our own press secretary. Would you believe it? Yes, I know. We've had a traitor inside the government all along. Myrtle, do you mind? Yes? Good thing you got it to me. I know. If this gets out, we're dead. The Prime Minister, all of us. The party would be finished.
I can't believe it. Myrtle.
No wonder she didn't show up at school today.
How many fingers am I holding up?
We've got everything. Cheddar, double Gloucester, Wensleydale, Caerphilly...
What's the name of the Prime Minister?
Mozzarella, Pecorino, Taleggio, Grana Padano, Dolce-Latte,
What year were you born?
Porcelou, Reblochon, Gruyere,
Mrs. Bubbly.
Pontivec, Roquefort, Camembert... Oh, that needs a bit longer at room temperature.
You don't fool me. You're just as sane as I am. I'm submitting you to our re-education program straight away.
Yes. Okay. Goodbye.
Daddy, I'm sorry.
Oh, baby. I'm sorry, too.
I should have listened. I let you down. It's just Frankie was getting so full of himself. Huntley and the other kids were all off trying to get chocolate. I felt so left out.
It's tough, baby, I know. But it's all for the best.
It all makes sense now. Why she resigned from the Pioneers. It was a trick to get all cozy with you so she could string you along.
I can do the maths, you know. Hello?
Huntley?
It's her.
Huntley, you there?
What do you want?
I know what you're thinking. I was set up. We've got to meet. Quick.
She wants to meet. It's a trap. Your dad with you too? Why did you never tell us about him?
He's with internal security. We had to sign the Secrets Act. Look, I haven't got long. I've got something to give you, to show your people.
What is it?
Not over the phone.
Okay, we meet, but I decide where. Huntley, don't go. Meet on the south side of the square, half an hour.
Okay. Hello? Huntley? Where are you?
Why, Myrtle?
Huntley, I'm sorry about what happened. I really am. But I had no idea my dad was having me followed, I swear.
Who's with you this time?
No one. I came alone.
Give me one good reason why I should believe you.
I told you. I've got something to show your people. If you could get this to them, it could change everything.
And how do I know I'm not going to walk out into an ambush?
Mike, I haven't got long. If they find out what I've done, I'm finished.
Turn around.
Good luck.
The troopers have done the job. The mice are well and truly back in the mouse hole. Aha!
This is dynamite. Absolute dynamite. We make as many copies as we can, send them to all our friends in the media. But this changes everything. I mean, the plan. The plan?
Fred, the boy.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're going to have to discuss strategy.
Oh, right. I'll just...
Hold on a minute. He brought the tape. He and his friends went out and made chocolate and risked their necks in the process. Our movie stays. You got a problem with that?
Fred's right. Our movie stays too.
Old fogies. The more young blood we get, the better.
Let's just refresh our memories. Friday next, at 1300 hours, you, Tim, will hold your town council meeting and ask Fred to speak about the redevelopment of Glassmarket.
But instead, they get my speech. The Chocolate and Freedom Party's rallying call for immediate widespread industrial action and civil disobedience. At the same moment, we have senior agents in other major city councils and trade unions who'll follow suit. If all goes well, this will spark off a chain of protest right across the country.
If. Let's face it, we still don't know for sure what the feeling is out there on the ground, the level of support there is. But if we were to show them this, the battle's half won.
How could we do that?
Broadcast it. I used to work at TV Centre. I know my way around. Get this onto every screen in every living room. People will rise up.
But you're blacklisted. There are troopers all over the building. And even if we did get to show it, wouldn't they just block transmission? Martin. It's a brilliant idea, but there are too many obstacles. No. Plan A is the most realistic we've got. We're running out of time.
No. The new studio has its own security lockout and broadcast override in case of emergency or terrorist attack. Activate that. And the only way to stop the broadcast is to take out the transmitters themselves.
All right. But how do we get in?
When did you say the day was?
Next Friday.
Ja, Puckle here. Patricia.
Tricia, we're in the middle of... What? Today? Jason.
Hello, Dad.
You've lost weight.
The diet here is very balanced. It was good of you to come and pick me up.
Come on. Let's get out of here.
Oh, Jason.
Hello, Mr. Puckle.
We are so proud of you.
Mr. Buckley, are you sure there are no troopers outside?
Oh, Tricia, to hell with them, just for once. I have been keeping it in our cold water tank for special.
If you don't mind, I'm a little tired. I think I'll go to my room. I do appreciate you all coming.
It's all right, sweetheart.
It's all a bit much for him, I think.
It's all right, Ron. I invited him.
He's in his room. He's tired.
Smudger. It must be weird coming out. Oh, Smudger, I have wished over and over again I could have been there with you and Mrs. Bubbly when they came. Oh, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But look, things have been moving while you've been away.
Get out! Leave me alone! Get out! Get out!
Mike, he's not... I think you'd better...
Just give the lad time, Ron. I cannot even imagine what he has been through.
Well, this night may be over.
Sooner than we think, I hear. You heard about the movement?
The what?
You know, the resistance movement. Chocolate on Freedom Party.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What about Jason? He must have heard something.
I never said a word. The first time I heard of the chocolate business was when he got arrested. Not that I hadn't thought there was something iffy about him spending all that time over at Bubbly's shop. Actually, now that I think of it, it all started that day he came back from the glass market.
Glass market? Has that area been searched?
It will have been, yes, but obviously not well enough.
We'll search it again, shall we?
We'll pull it apart.
Oh, cheer up, Huntley. You look like a wet weekend.
Smudger, it's you.
Yeah, think so. Last time I checked.
I mean, you're okay. You look normal. You just told me to get out. Why did you shout at me like that?
You were about to say Mr. Blades. The flat's bugged.
What?
Everyone who was at Mrs. Beezer's had their place wired. Yours too.
I nearly told Mum about him.
Just be careful what you say. I'll have to keep up the act with Mum and Dad until the coast is clear. Come on.
Where are we going?
Somewhere no one's listening.
So what was it like? What did they do?
Mind if we don't go there?
Why were you released?
The second week there was this new treatment officer. That's what they called him. He was different. It was like he was holding back, doing it for show. Then one morning he signs my release form out of the blue. He must have been one of us.
The Freedom Party?
Mr. B was right. There's more of us than we ever thought.
Smudger, you didn't ever really think I shopped you, did you?
Those troopers turned up 5 minutes after you left. You'd have spent an hour agonising about him, getting a top-up voucher for your mobile, worrying that you'd be traced, and then reversing the charges from a payphone. Anyway, it was my fault.
How so?
If we'd gone to that Freedom Party meeting that night, none of this would have happened. We forgot about the big picture. This whole thing was never just about us getting chocolate or making money. It serves me right.
Hey, it was my fault too. You were right to be suspicious of Myrtle all along.
You weren't to know our old man had set her up.
Which reminds me, come on.
Where are we going?
Mr. Blades, I've got something to show you.
The final piece of the jigsaw.
So, 1300 hours, lunchtime news, we take over.
But how do we get in? Don't they have troopers guarding it?
Smudger, relax. I've thought of that.
Boiling cola down the sink.
I don't want no chocolate bar.
I don't want no chocolate bar.
Keep my false teeth in a jar.
Keep my false teeth in a jar.
Sugar and sweets are bad for me.
Sugar and sweets are bad for me.
Rather have some broccoli.
Rather have some broccoli.
I don't want no fizzy drink.
Bit old to be in the Young Pioneers. They were short of baritones. ID cards. F. Blades, shop owner. Card number 8974320.
Cleared.
T. Collins, consultant anaesthetist. Card number 5399568.
Cleared.
I went undercover to do a report about health service cutbacks.
Smudger and Huntley and the Young Pioneers. Who believed it? Smudger's never been the same since he got out. His brain's mashed.
Sweeties time. We're going to watch Pioneers Day. Governor's orders. See, that's how it's done. Excellent.
Early to sleep, early to rise. We're happy people, so healthy and wise. So good for you, so good for you. No need to be some sad day about when calories in equal calories out. So good for you. Clearing and clearing and cleaning and sharing and mopping and mowing and morally growing.
Stop rehearsal. There is a voice seriously out of tune here.
Sorry, we're just a bit rusty.
Go again.
We're meant to mime. Sorry. Got a bit carried away.
So good for you.
Cue ice.
No need to be some sad day about when calories in equal calories out. So good for you. Clearing and clearing and cleaning and sharing and mopping and mowing and morally growing.
Hold it. Will somebody please fix the dry ice?
Yeah, I'm on to it.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, everybody take 5 minutes.
What are you doing?
We're looking for the Pioneer Awards.
Studio 3, ground floor.
All participants in the Pioneer Awards, please return to Studio 3. All participants in the Pioneer Awards,
that's us.
please return
Bye.
to Studio 3.
Troopers, I don't know how many of them are in there, but we've got to get them out somehow.
This is the time you need a fire drill.
Or some smoke machines. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Okay, let's get out of here.
everything on Frederick Blades.
Good afternoon. The time is 1 o'clock and you're watching the news on Channel 1. The nation is getting slimmer. According to a government report out today, the average waist size is now 33, over half an inch smaller than 5 years ago. Government officials put this down both to food and health initiatives, in particular the chocolate ban, and also an increase in outdoor exercise due to higher sunshine levels since the Good For You party came into power.
Alert every trooper in the building. I'll be there with backup in 10 minutes. Blades checked into television center 40 minutes ago.
Our beaches are now the cleanest they've been since records began. A record 792 blue flags have been awarded this year to beaches all around the country. A spokesman for the government said this was a clear vindication of their clampdown on litter and sunbathing. He also praised the contribution of the Young Pioneers movement in raising the standards of public tidiness. The main point...
Backup required. News studio. Backup required. Urgent. Jeff, Andy, it's okay. There's no fire. Just keep the cameras running.
What's happening?
Your biggest story this year. And this time we don't want any editorial interference.
The main point...
Mr. B, quick. It's all yours.
Tennis elbow. I'm not prescribing chocolate, and that's final.
Carol, you best have a look at this.
Stand by, Fred. Just trying to sort the locks.
Emergency locking. See page 24.
Hurry.
Right, quick! You've got to see this. Quick!
I'll call you back.
This is not a fire. Repeat, not a fire. This is sabotage. All units to the news studio.
Friends, fellow citizens, ordinary, decent people of this country. A simple source of pleasure, of comfort, of joy has been ripped from our lives. This detested chocolate ban has struck at the very heart of our freedom, violated our rights, our very democracy.
They've activated the time locks. Settling torches. Now.
This government would have us believe that it cares for its citizens, that it acts honorably, in our own best interests. Well, sit back and watch, good people, and judge for yourselves.
Roll tape.
Well, the chocolate ban has surpassed all our expectations. Apart from a few flurries of profiteering, isolated pockets of resistance, the troopers have done the job. The mice are well and truly back in the mouse hole. Aha! Refreshments.
The first one of the day. All the best.
You sure you won't have one, Jeffrey?
Actually, Prime Minister, there are a few of us around this table who aren't comfortable with this.
Oh, it's okay. No one's watching.
Aren't we supposed to lead by example?
Don't be such a young pioneer, Jeffrey.
Well done. Now, who has been at my chocolate bubble?
And now, the time has come to take to the streets and reclaim our freedom. It's our duty, you know, to reclaim that freedom. And if any of you are still in any doubt, just watch the rest of this tape.
Okay. I did so much. Look forward to tea, Rex.
Don't move! Stay where you are!
It's already gone out.
Easy!
The whole nation's just watched that. Which side do you want to be on when this goes down? Think about it.
Stop the tape. Arrest them all.
Stop the tape. He's got chocolate.
Come on, Fred.
Mum, Dad, I'm okay. I'll be a bit late home though. Everything's okay. I'll explain it all later.
That's my son.
Smudger, hurry.
Hey!
Yes.
No.
This time you won't be coming out. Handcuff him. Attention all units, ground level. Suspects are coming down the main external staircase at the rear of the center. You're authorized to use force if necessary.
Oh, sorry. I was meant to tell you. The chief's name's Fred Blades. We meet at the fitness centre on Monday nights at Western Street, and I should think there are about 30 million of us now.
It's okay. You can go. You're free to go out in the streets with everybody else.
You mean you don't want to fight?
No.
Postnatal depression. 50 grams of chocolate 4 times daily. Next.
Ingrowing toenail?
50 grams 4 times daily. Next.
Hi, I'm here to fix the computer.
Very stressful. 200 grams 10 times daily for a month. Make sure we finish the course. Next. Next.
Out of my way.
No.
Chocolate! Chocolate!
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, Prime Minister.
We won't waste time in self-congratulation. There is much business to be done. First item on the agenda, the budget. Chancellor?
Thank you, Prime Minister. I have decided that all chocolate, plain milk and dark will be subsidised to the tune of 80 pence in the pound. Now, however, I propose to levy a 100% taxation rate on the following items: broccoli, cauliflower, yogurt with bits in, wholemeal bread.
It's 8:30. Time to go to school.
I'm Prime Minister. I go to school when I decide.
Jason, know what time it is?
Dad, we're in the middle of a cabinet meeting.
Jason. Jason. 10:30.
This is what it's all about, Huntley.
Well done, boys.
Smiling faces.
You know the best thing about what we did? Not the chocolates back.
No.
Not the fact that we're just a little bit famous now. It's the fact that we did it because it was the right thing to do. And you know, it somehow makes the chocolate taste even better.
Oh, I had this wicked dream last night, by the way. We were running the country, you and me.
I like it.
I was Prime Minister, you were Chancellor. We were doing the budget.
You were Prime Minister?
Yes.
I see.
Well, someone has to have the big ideas.
Yeah.